Pisces, your intuition has been screaming at you lately, and this reading confirms it. Someone's been trying to pull the wool over your eyes, but Spirit says you already see the truth. This is a reminder to trust your gut because it's 100% on point right now. You may be feeling a lot of heightened sensitivity, vivid dreams. You may be picking up on other people's emotions. Even when they're pretending otherwise, you can read their emotions, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, this is a reminder to trust your gut. You may feel a mix of peace and confusion, and Spirit is saying the peace is your truth. Trust the peace that you feel. Anything that makes you doubt, anything that makes you second guess, anything that makes you feel confused, that is the illusion, okay? Because I'm getting this Knight of Cups as someone who knows how to cast illusions, or someone who is, I don't know what this is. I'm hearing the word illusion. It's almost like someone doesn't want you to see something. It's not what it seems, is what I'm getting here. Because you're showing up as a Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You're showing up very grounded. And this is Earth energy, but this Knight of Cups, this could be a water sign. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but this is someone who's very good at projecting or creating illusions, or knowing how to manipulate emotions, or knowing how to create illusions. As you can see here, there's a love letter, there's grapes, there's wine, there's roses. I'm getting here, not everything is what it seems. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, because someone here is trying to hide something. Someone's actions aren't matching their words. You've been second guessing yourself, but Spirit says the first feeling was right. Spirit is saying it's the first feeling, that first gut reaction, that first intuitive nudge, that's the truth of the situation. When you try to overthink something or understand it, that's when your mind gets involved. That's when your ego gets involved. The Spirit is saying your intuition is the very first feeling that you felt. Holy Spirit, clarify the Knight of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Cups? Who is this Knight of Cups to Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Please clarify. Judgment. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Someone wanted to make you feel trapped or like you needed them. And with the Judgment showing up, this is a major arcana. This represents clarity, awakening, and trusting your higher calling. Whoever this Knight of Cups energy is, they were trying to project an illusion that you needed them, that you were stuck, that you had to stay in the same place for some reason. With the Judgment in the upright, you leveled up. You have a higher calling, you have a higher mission, and Spirit is saying, Pisces, something here is not what it seems. Trust your first gut feeling, trust your first intuitive nudge, because when you start to rationalize, that's when the mind gets involved. So you're being advised to stay grounded and to trust your intuition, because your intuition is on point about this person. This could be a water sign, it doesn't have to be a water sign. I'm more so getting this as someone who knows how to manipulate emotions. They can be emotionally immature or emotionally manipulative, but they understand emotions because it is the Knight of Cups. So whether they're projecting an illusion, whether they're making it seem like something it's not, okay, with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, this person wanted you to need them, or they wanted you to feel stuck or like you couldn't move forward. Okay, they were benefiting off of your energy, and with the Judgment, you have a higher calling. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Who is this Knight of Cups to Pisces, and what does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? Two of Swords. This person wanted to keep you stuck, is what I'm getting here. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. They wanted you to feel tied up or bound to them. As you can see here, this person is tied up. This person is blindfolded, and so is this person. They wanted to create a lot of noise or a lot of illusion so that you couldn't hear or see clearly. Okay, so whoever this person is, I'm getting here, they're very good at creating illusions. But Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you're very grounded at this time. You're not going based off of feelings or emotions. What does Pisces need to know about this person, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know about this person? Need to know? Two of Cups. Someone here wants some kind of reunion. Someone here wants some kind of collaboration. Okay, Death and Rebirth, Scorpio energy. I'm getting a very specific message here. It may not resonate for all of you, but we are in Scorpio season. Be very aware or very careful who you connect with during the Scorpio season, because someone here with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, they were trying to entrap you whether energetically, mentally, they wanted you to need them. They wanted you to feel stuck or trapped in some way. But with the Judgment, you have a higher calling. The Knight of Cups, this person was trying to create some kind of illusion to a cups, their feelings and emotions. And Death and Rebirth, I'm getting here, Scorpio season is significant. Either something is going to be revealed, or this person is trying to reach out in the Scorpio season, because the Two of Cups is two hands coming together. Okay, but the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords is the underlying energy, entrapment. Okay, be careful, Pisces, who you connect with. Stay in your lane, stay grounded, because you're already in the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles energy. Someone is trying to pull you into their illusion or into their reality. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages. What does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? What does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? Off the market, you're not available, is what I'm getting here. The Nine of Pentacles is a very independent, self-sufficient energy. Very individualistic, and it's also the card of growth, of abundance, of success, of multiplying abundance. This is pre-Empress energy. So off the market, someone here wants what they can't have. Okay, triggered. Someone here is triggered by your success. Yeah, Scorpio season is significant. Whatever secrets or whatever illusions this person was trying to hide, they're coming to the light in this Scorpio season. Okay, this is the energy of death and rebirth. Someone doesn't like your transformation because you've leveled up, you're more empowered. Yeah, this person can't cast illusions because you're not in your feelings, you're not in your emotions. This person is triggered. They want what they can't have. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is a person that plays emotional games. They create a lot of confusion. So trust the peace that you feel. If anybody is confusing you, if you're feeling a little bit foggy, if you're feeling like you're questioning things or you're doubting things, that is not the right direction. Okay, you're meant to stay grounded and you're meant to be at peace. Okay, that is your commitment to self. Okay, you're meant to put yourself first. I'm hearing mind games or emotional games with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more. What does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? What does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about this Knight of Cups? What are your messages for Pisces? Okay. Play dumb games, win dumb prizes. That's the Seven of Cups energy. This is either emotional games or mental games. You are not crazy, follow your intuition. Something here about going off of your first intuitive nudge. Whatever it is that you feel first, that is the right sign, that is the right direction, that is the truth. But someone here is very good at playing with emotions or casting illusions. So it's saying here, you're not crazy, follow your intuition. You already know the truth, and there's some secrets that are going to be exposed in Scorpio season. Either about this person or something that they're trying to hide. It's not what it seems. Okay, you are the blueprint. There's something this person wants to copy or this person wants to learn off of you. This is real. Pisces, your intuition is real. The messages that you're receiving are real. Your psychic intuitive nudges are real. 11:44 on the clock. Trust the information that's coming to you from spirit, whether it's in dreams, messages, synchronicities, random information that just comes to you, trust it. This is not you making things up. Someone here is trying to cast an illusion and you see it for what it is. You're some kind of human lie detector, and the more grounded you stay, the more you stay in your own frame, you're going to realize how much someone is going out of their way to create an illusion. 12:12 on the clock. You're going to see a lot of synchronicities, is what I'm getting here. Emotional manipulation. Pisces, this is insane. I'm getting full body chills right now. Someone here is trying to play the same game with you that they've played with others, but they're realizing that they don't have access to your emotions. You are embodied and empowered in earth energy. You're very grounded. You're not necessarily in your feelings or in your emotions. There's a level of groundedness here that this person can't rattle or affect, but they're very good at creating illusions and playing with emotions. Okay, this may be a water sign, doesn't have to be a water sign, but I'm getting someone here that understands emotions, but it's not because they're emotionally intelligent. They like to exploit emotions. Yeah, emotional manipulation. You're not crazy, follow your intuition. This is real. Your intuition is on point. Trust the guidance that you're receiving at this time. Don't let others gaslight your intuition. Your emotional intelligence is your superpower. Protect your energy. If it's creating any kind of doubt or confusion, you know that's not the way, that's not the right path. That's not the person, that's not the decision to make. If anything's making you feel foggy or confused or all over the place, that is not the right direction. If it brings peace, that's the right direction to move in. Someone here is trying to create some kind of illusion. This person knows how to play with emotions. They're very good at manipulating emotions, and right now they feel triggered because they want what they can't have off the market. Your gift of intuition is sharpening. Trust it, nurture it, and let it lead you. Because with the Knight of Pentacles here, there's something about the day to day, taking it one day at a time and remaining very grounded. Because I'm getting the energy here of illusions, okay? Be careful with illusions that other people may try to cast. Because off the market, someone here wants something they can't have and they're seeing it as a challenge, okay? Triggered. This person is triggered, and with emotional manipulation, this is how they operate. Okay, they're very good at what they do because the Knight of Cups is in the upright. When I clarified is when I got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. That's the energy of wanting to entrap you in an illusion or trying to make you feel trapped or trying to make it seem like you need them. Okay, this is real. Your intuition is on point. You are the blueprint. There's something that this person is trying to learn from you or trying to copy off of you, but they play a lot of games, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Two of Cups. They want to come into some kind of collaboration, union, or partnership through casting some kind of illusion with the Knight of Cups. But the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent, self sufficient card. You don't need them, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about the Nine of Pentacles? What does Pisces need to know? Four of Cups. This person is bored with their life, and this is why they're coming your way. The World in the reverse, they think that there's some kind of unfinished business or an open cycle. Okay, they may claim to want closure. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You're stuck in the past. Yeah, Pisces, you closed out a cycle here, and someone feels like it's some kind of a challenge. They don't take no for an answer. They feel like this is some kind of a game. Okay, play dumb games, win dumb prizes. I don't know if this is someone you already know and cut out, or if this is someone who's around you. But with this Knight of Cups, be careful of illusions and do not give them access to your emotions. Remain grounded, remain centered. Because we do have the card of emotional manipulation. Okay, someone here doesn't have the right intentions. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages. What do you want Pisces to know in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? Feelings. This person manipulates through feelings and emotions. And this is why you shouldn't open up to everyone. Not everyone deserves access to your heart or to your emotions. There's a need to regulate your emotions and temper yourself. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, you're already doing it. You're very, very grounded, is what I'm getting here. Life partner, someone thinks that you are their life partner, and breakthrough. This person feels like you can change something for them. Okay, this is why the Two of Cups is here. They're believing the illusion that they're trying to cast. They're thinking that if they can entrap you or if they can get you to need them, that you're going to come into union with them. But I'm getting here, this person doesn't have the right intentions because they feel like in order to get you, they have to manipulate you. That's how you know that they're not in integrity. Okay, off the market, this person sees you as a challenge or as some kind of a trophy. This is real. You are picking up on the right information. Don't let someone gaslight you. Okay, I'm hearing gaslighter. Okay, this person plays on emotions. Do not give them access to your feelings. Okay, they're in their feelings about you, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more. What does Pisces need to know at this time in regards to this reading? 1111, you are in divine alignment. Okay, boundaries. There's a need to establish boundaries, not just with this person, but with everyone. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, you are meant to protect what it is that you're building. You're meant to move in silence. They're not meant to know what you're up to. People can't ruin what they don't know about. Keep it to yourself. Blessed, okay, this person knows that you're blessed and they want in. They want a part of your blessings, but they're not meant for this person. Okay, this person is very good at casting illusions. So be very careful whether this is a collaboration, whether this is a partnership, a friendship. I don't know what this is, but someone here is offering roses. Someone here is writing letters. Lips. This person loves your lips. And what I'm getting here is there's some kind of illusion that this person has convinced themselves of. They may think that you are their life partner or that they're meant to be in your life. Okay, this person is in their feelings, but they feel like in order to have you, they have to manipulate you. Okay, they have to entrap you. Two of Swords, Eight of Swords in the reverse, to have some kind of connection or union with you. Two of Cups, because you're showing up as very independent. So be careful, Pisces, because someone here admires your independence. You are the blueprint. They're trying to copy certain things about you, but at the same time, they're trying to entrap you. This is a person that doesn't like your self-sufficiency. They don't like your independence. They don't like the fact that you don't need them. Okay? I'm getting this as someone who is either insecure or they feel like they have to play games in order to get what it is that they want because they're not real with themselves. So someone here is trying to entrap you with emotional manipulation through your feelings so that they can have some kind of union with you because this person thinks that you are some kind of a partner. Okay, it says your life partner. And with Blessed and 1111, they want in on your blessings. They want to be a part of your life, but they're not meant to. Okay, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse. This person is stuck in the past. Four of Cups, they're bored with their life and they want in on your life. They want in on your blessings. Yeah, be careful, Pisces, because I'm getting here your intuition already knows the answers. Your intuition is on point. You already know what to do. And this is why I like to clarify, because face value, someone might describe the Knight of Cups as someone who is charming, romantic, idealistic, emotionally expressive, someone who leads with their heart. But when we clarify and we get the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and emotional manipulation, it changes the message. Don't go off of first impressions. Go deeper than surface level because something here or someone here is not who they seem. It's often a message of love, someone offering connection, apology, or some kind of reconciliation. But when it's clarified by emotional manipulation, the message of love is not pure. This person has hidden motives or hidden intentions. This could represent someone who knows how to play with your emotions. They say all the right things, but their actions don't follow through. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. They want what you have or they want in on your life, but they don't have access to your emotions. Okay, this is why we have the card of feelings. They're trying to access your feelings so that they know what to say or what triggers you or how to convince you or how to persuade you. Okay, but in reality, Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, they're trying to entrap you. They're trying to force a connection because with off the market, they want what they can't have. Okay, and this is realist talking about your intuition. Your intuition is alerting you of someone here that doesn't have genuine intentions. Yeah, I'm hearing no follow through. Okay, their actions and their words don't match. Emotional manipulation. This can be a sweet talker, someone who uses emotional openness or vulnerability to gain sympathy, control, or forgiveness. They might come forward with a heartfelt apology or a love offer, but Spirit says, watch the energy, not the words. And you're very good at that. You pick up on the energy behind the words, but this is why I'm getting here. This person doesn't deserve access to your emotions. Lock up your emotions because what I'm getting here is this person knows how to play with emotions. Okay, emotional manipulator is the ones that you don't think, is the ones that you don't really question. Hey, I'm getting a very sneaky energy. We don't have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, watch out, Pisces, because someone here is very good at casting illusions or projecting something. You may feel an undertone of someone trying to guilt trip you or some kind of subtle pressure or an emotional pull. Trust your intuition, trust your guidance. This can also point to love bombing or giving you affection to keep you hooked. Then withdrawing to keep you guessing. Hey, that's the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Someone's trying to trap you. with some kind of love bombing. Yeah, I'm getting this person plays a lot of games and they're triggered because you're off the market. They want what they can't have. And it says here, you're not crazy, follow your intuition. Some of you Pisces have already dealt with manipulators, whether mental manipulators or emotional manipulators. You already have some kind of a crash course. You're already very well informed in people's strategies and tactics. So someone here may come with their heart on their sleeve, but that is a strategy. That is a tactic, is what I'm getting here. Don't trust it. Boundaries. Your intuition has already felt this cycle. The coming in soft, pulling away hard rhythm. Spirit might be testing your discernment. Can you tell the difference between real vulnerability and emotional performance? Pisces, your greatest gift is love, the way that you love, the way that you show up for people. But for others of you, your greatest lesson is discernment. Learning who to love, learning where it's safe to place your emotions. Okay, so the lesson of discernment is coming up. Have strong boundaries with this person. Again, I don't know who this is. This can be someone who's coming into your life, someone who's around you, or someone from your past. But it's saying here, you're not crazy. You've seen this pattern before. Okay? Some kind of leading with the heart or some kind of vulnerability or emotional openness is actually performance. It's not real. Okay? Do not fall for first impressions and dig deeper, because as soon as I started clarifying is when I got these cards, Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, and we have the emotional manipulation card. Okay? Be very aware, Pisces, because someone likes what you have. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is a codependent person, and they're trying to make you codependent because they see you as very independent, very self-sufficient, and they want to be needed. Okay? They're trying to have some kind of leverage when it comes to entrapping your energy. Okay? So with the Judgment in the upright, you have a higher calling. You're not meant to stay in one place, and you're not meant to be attached or in some kind of codependent dynamic. Okay? This is not meant for you. The Knight of Cups is also a mirror. It can reflect your own big heart or how easily you can absorb other people's emotions. So some of you Pisces, if you're feeling some kind of way, it may not even be your emotions. It may be somebody else's emotions. So learn how to distinguish what's yours and what's not. Okay, this is the power of boundaries. This may be a water sign for some of you. It doesn't have to be. Someone may come in with the excuse of having closure. Okay, but don't fall for the games. Not everyone who appears gentle has pure intentions, and that's okay because you're learning to see beyond the masks. This is why I like to clarify, because if you just take it at face value, a lot of people wouldn't see what's underneath this Knight of Cups. 31:13 on the clock. Yeah, don't take things at face value. It's not what it seems. And I'm getting here, be careful of illusions, because right now you're showing up as very grounded. Knight of Pentacles, that's earth energy. You're very grounded. You're not in your feelings. You're not in your emotions. But someone here is. Okay, so do not absorb someone else's emotions. You can receive love, but with boundaries. It's very important that you establish boundaries because boundaries protect you. Someone's returning or communicating with romantic intent is what I'm getting here. Sweet talking, offering words of love or peace, but your higher self feels something is off. Emotional strings attached. This person may be codependent emotionally, and this is why they admire your independence, but they're trying to make you codependent. They want you to need them. Okay, this person plays a lot of emotional games. Yeah, your higher self feels something is off. Emotional attachment, strings, or a desire to control the narrative. Okay, you're being called to stand in your emotional maturity rather than matching their emotional waves. This could be you breaking a karmic loop of falling for potential over proof. Okay, do not go based off of potential. 33:33 on the clock. Go based off of proof, because this person's actions and words don't match. Okay, they are an emotional manipulator, but this can also be someone new in your energy. It doesn't have to be someone from the past, but I'm getting you've seen this pattern before. Okay, trust your intuition over this person's words. If this is real, the messages, the intuitive nudges, the feelings that you have, they're real. Trust them. If this is someone from your past trying to re-enter, not every apology deserves re-entry. It doesn't mean that you have to accept someone. You can forgive someone, but you don't have to accept their behavior. Things don't have to go back to how they used to be. For some of you, this is someone new, but for others of you, it's someone trying to gain closure or trying to apologize. Yeah, some words are meant to soothe, not to change. Trust what you feel, not what you're being told. Again, emotional manipulation and feelings. This person manipulates your feelings and emotions. The truth lives in your body, not in their promises. Trust what you already know. Whatever this is or whoever this is, it's not about love. It's about control through emotion. Okay, so be careful because someone here may say all the right things. Okay, they are emotionally manipulative. So they may have the ability to connect to people's desires and project or create an illusion. Okay, they may say what you want to hear, but there's something off about the energy. Again, it's clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords in emotional manipulation. This is not someone that can be trusted. Again, it's not about love, it's about control. They control through emotions. So it may not be someone who is very pushy or very dominant or very controlling in a very obvious way. Okay, this is more, I don't know, this is more hidden. This is more covert. Yeah, it's not about love, it's about control. Someone here knows exactly what to say to get back in your energy. They know the parts of your heart that are soft. This may be a water sign for some of you. It doesn't have to be a water sign. They can just have strong water placements. They play on emotions. If this is someone that you already know, they can tell you that they miss you, that no one ever understood them the way that you did. Okay, but Spirit is saying, Pisces, watch their energy, not their words. For some of you, this person might genuinely care, but they've learned how to use emotion as a tool. It's not that the love isn't real, it's conditional. They offer connection, but only when it serves their comfort or their need for control. Okay, this is why you have to watch out because this person may even think that you're some kind of life partner. This reading is not about closing off and never trusting, it's about mastering your emotions. You're moving from being swept up in someone's waves to becoming the ocean itself. And right now, at this specific moment, you're showing up as very grounded. You're not even showing up in water energy. Yeah, this person wants access to your emotions. They want access to your feelings. It says here, life partner. This person may have convinced themselves that you are meant to be in their life. We also have the Two of Cups here. So they're trying to force a connection by emotional manipulation. And with off the market, this person takes no as a yes. Okay, this person, when they feel like they can't have something, they want it more. They see it as a challenge. Yeah, 1111. They're viewing you as someone who's divinely aligned, someone who's lucky and blessed, and they want a part of this energy, but at the same time, they're trying to entrap it. Okay, they're trying to create some kind of emotional codependency because they feel codependent and they see you as someone who's very independent, very self sufficient, very resilient, and they want to create codependency. That's why emotional manipulation is here. Yeah, this person doesn't have the right intentions, even if they think that they do, even if they think that you are meant to be in their life, okay, blessed and life partner in the Two of Cups, they're trying to force a union or a connection through manipulation. So for some of you, this is someone new, okay, but for others of you, it's someone from your past. Apply this to your situation because it says here, bless a life partner and feelings. This person has convinced themselves that you're meant to be in their life. Yeah, Pisces, don't trust this, is what I'm getting here. If I wouldn't have clarified, I wouldn't have picked up on that energy. But I'm getting here, this Knight of Cups is not what it seems. They're good at creating illusions, they're good with feelings and saying the right things, but their actions don't match. If someone's trying to charm their way back in, Spirit says pause. Feel the vibration behind the words. Is it love? Or is it control dressed up as romance? Okay, because we have the Two of Cups and we have the Knight of Cups. These are romantic cards. So this is not necessarily a friend or a business partner. This is someone who has romantic intentions. Okay, I usually don't do love readings, but it's coming up. Life partner, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups. And I'm getting here, it's not real. You're not crazy, follow your intuition. This is someone who's trying to control your feelings and emotions. Again, they admire your independence. They admire your self-sufficiency, but they're trying to create codependency. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. A feeling of entrapment. They want you to need them, okay? So they may love bomb and come in really strong and then pull away because they're trying to create some kind of a dopamine rush or some kind of an effect here that gets you hooked on their energy. But with the Judgment, you have a higher calling and they actually have no access to your feelings. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you're not in your emotions, you're not in your feelings, you're very grounded at this time. For some of you, if this is someone from your past, they may come in with the excuse of wanting closure, okay? But it's a lie, they have a plan. They have other intentions. Spirit is making it clear that this isn't about being afraid of love or closing yourself off. It's about recognizing where love ends and manipulation begins. And this person is manipulative. Again, they may think that they love you, but the way that they go about it is manipulative. So it's not real. Okay, so be careful, Pisces, and trust your first instinct. That first intuitive nudge, that first feeling that you get before you try to understand it or rationalize, that's the truth of the situation. Yeah, your heart is gold, but not everyone deserves unlimited access. Okay, I'm hearing that for many of you, this is actually a soul lesson. Some of you Pisces, your greatest gift is love, the way that you love others, but your greatest lesson is discernment, who you can share that love with. And I'm getting this is not a safe person to share your love with. They use their emotional gifts, their emotional intuition to manipulate. We also have the card here of boundaries, learning emotional boundaries without losing your compassion. You've been the healer, you've been the empath, and the one who sees good in everyone. But Spirit says you're not meant to heal people who refuse to heal themselves. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards to see what Spirit's guidance is in regards to this person and what to do next, because I'm getting this dynamic of I don't know if this is someone new or someone from your past, but I'm getting someone here that knows exactly what to say. This person knows how to get people to drop down their guard because they're not dominant, they're not whatever it is that they're doing is covert, is hidden. So some people are very out there, they're very manipulative, very narcissistic. You can tell from the start. But this person is more hidden, more covert, more sneaky. Okay, so I don't know why Spirit is bringing up this energy, but for some of you, this is a lesson of discernment. Okay, trusting your intuition, because someone here is viewing you as a challenge, as a trophy, as a prize, because you're off the market. Again, they're trying to create a cycle or a dynamic of codependency. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Swords, they want you to need them. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, you're very independent. You don't need them for anything. Knight of Pentacles, and you're very grounded and you have a mission, you have a purpose, and this person is trying to get your attention with some kind of illusion. Holy Spirit, what should Pisces do next in regards to this person? What should Pisces do next in regards to this person? I usually don't pull advice or guidance until the extended, but I feel guided to pull some cards. Okay, the Star, Five of Cups in the reverse. You're being guided to pull your energy and attention away from this person. You have bigger and better things, and the Star is all about your dream and your wish fulfillment. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. You are being guided to prioritize your dream, your manifestation, and to remove your attention from this person, because I'm getting the energy here of disappointment. Okay, this person is a disappointment, Five of Cups in the reverse, because they haven't evolved beyond emotional manipulation. They understand emotions, that's why they know how to manipulate people, but they haven't evolved past that point. You don't need to manipulate anyone because that's not your level of consciousness. You've evolved past that point. This person does understand emotions, but they're using this to their advantage. They're using this to manipulate others. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, focus on your dream, focus on your manifestations, because this person is a disappointment. Five of Cups in the reverse. What should Pisces do next in regards to this person, Holy Spirit? What should Pisces do next in regards to this person? Okay, that's too many cards. I'm only going to pull one last card. Holy Spirit, what should Pisces do next in regards to this person? The Emperor. You're meant to stay on your throne. You're meant to stay in power and you're meant to stay in control. And the Emperor is very earthy energy. It's very physical. You're meant to stay grounded, not be in your emotions, okay? Because this person thrives on feelings and emotions. That is their area of strength. They're very good at manipulating other people through feelings. They may even cause people to feel guilty or guilt trip them into doing something. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, the best course of action when it comes to this person is to focus on your dream, focus on your wish, focus on your manifestations, and stay in power, stay in control. Do not give them access to your feelings or emotions. This is not a person that is safe to open up to, okay? They like to exploit emotions. So avoid the disappointment. Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's something here about really anchoring into your masculine energy, because feminine energy does rule feelings and emotions. This person, I'm getting masculine energy, but they can also have more feminine energy because they're navigating emotions, but you're showing up in your masculine energy. Whether you're feminine or masculine, everybody has both energies. You're being advised to anchor into your masculine because the masculine represents safety, protection, structure, boundaries. This person is in their feminine, you're in your masculine. Stay grounded. Do not allow this person to persuade you or to access your emotions, okay? They're convinced that they're meant to be in your life with the Two of Cups, but they're trying to go about it in a very manipulative way, okay? Scorpio season is going to reveal a lot of things about this person and is going to expose their true motives. This reading may not resonate for all of you. This may be someone from your past, or it may be someone coming into your life that represents a dynamic that you've already experienced, whether it's emotional manipulation, whether it's their actions not matching their words or promises. Watch out, Pisces. Trust your intuition because I'm getting this person is very good at what they do, whether it's being a sweet talker, casting illusions, creating false hope. You're an emperor. Proof over promises. The divine masculine, authority, power, natural leader, structure, strategic and analytical thinking, taking action and promotion. Okay, he's not in his feelings. He is grounded in his authority. The emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found. Again, you're being advised by spirit to focus on the star, to focus on your dream, on your manifestation, not this person, okay? Because this person is a disappointment. Five of Cups in the reverse. Because they're stuck in this manipulative energy, they're not advancing, they're not evolving. So all they know how to do is play games. Even if they really want something, they sabotage it by playing games. So stay in your power. Okay, the Emperor energy. The Emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found, often seen as the card of the divine masculine. The Emperor brings forth a desire to build a better world, one brick at a time. Use your mind as well as your heart, and rise to power as you lead your own evolution. Okay, they love your self sufficiency, they love your independence, but they're trying to create some kind of codependency. They want you to need them. Again, they don't like to see you in your power because it triggers them. While becoming your own emperor means infinite possibility for your success, addressing any issues you harbor around authority, control, and willpower. You may need to work your magic within the confines of establishment, but remember that the organizing principles of societies are fluid over time. Remain flexible and keenly aware of your own energetic boundaries and motives. Find opportunity to be of service to others as you build your empire. Step into this fiery energy of success and rise, sweet lights here. Embody confident, compassionate leadership and exercise sovereignty over your own reality. The world is yours. Your affirmation is I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Pisces, you are meant to stay focused at this time. I'm getting a lot of earth energy from the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is all earth energy. You're meant to stay grounded, you're meant to stay rooted. This person is in their feelings and their emotions, and that's where they thrive because they know how to play games, they know how to manipulate. You can't be manipulated when you know your worth. When you stand in that truth, emotional games lose all power. You stop reacting, you start observing, and you become the calm in the storm. This is why you're meant to really ground in this emperor energy, this masculine energy, because it provides protection and structure. It provides boundaries. Whereas this person is in their feminine, this is a distorted feminine energy. Okay, they're trying to manipulate, they're trying to be sneaky, they're trying to use feelings and emotions to control the outcome. Okay, this person thinks that they're meant to be in your life with the Two of Cups. Holy Spirit, clarify the Two of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Two of Cups? And again, face value. This card is in the upright, this card is in the upright. But when you clarify, you see the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, emotional manipulation. You can't take things at face value. Don't fall for illusions. It is not what it seems, is what I'm getting here. Even though the cards are in the upright, once you clarify, you dig deeper into their true motives. Clarify the Two of Cups for Pisces, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about this Two of Cups? What do you want Pisces to know? Five of Swords in the reverse, mind games. It's all a game to this person. This is the card of winning at all costs, even if they lose in the process. Tell me more. Clarify the Two of Cups for Pisces. Ace of Wands in the reverse, a false start. Nine of Wands in the reverse. This person wants you to let down your guard around them. They want you to not be defensive around them. They want you to be open and vulnerable with them or to share your emotions because the Nine of Wands is a warrior card. And you're being advised to keep strong boundaries, but this person, They're trying to get you to drop down your guard, either by sweet talking, by saying all the right things. Okay, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's not enough chemistry here to keep things going because on your end, you're showing up as very grounded. You're showing up as protective. And this is why this person is playing all these mind games. Okay, Five of Swords in the reverse. I don't like this card. It's very sneaky. Yeah, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Pisces, are you kidding me? This person is lying to themselves that they want the best for you or that they know what is right. Okay, because with the Two of Cups, surface level, they may make it seem like they want to come into your life for a union or for some kind of collaboration or relationship. But underneath the surface, it's all games to this person. Okay, they may even lie to themselves. They may not even realize that they're doing this. Ace of Wands in the reverse. There's not enough chemistry here. It's not in alignment. They don't want you to be so guarded. They want you to open up. They want you to trust them. But they're not meant to be trusted. Okay? This person is an imposter. Why is the Five of Swords in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Please clarify. Why is the Five of Swords in the reverse? We have the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Strength in the reverse. This person is triggered by your strength. They're triggered by your ability to lead yourself. With the Three of Wands in the reverse, Spirit wants you to know that if you allow this person around you, they're going to slow a lot of things down. Because the Three of Wands talks about delays. They're not meant to be around you or your blessings. Protect your blessings from this person, is what I'm getting here. They're intimidated by your power. This situation isn't meant to play with your feelings or emotions or to break your heart. It's here to fine tune your discernment. Okay, you've always had the gift of deep empathy, but now Spirit is teaching you to pair that empathy with wisdom. Don't doubt what your soul already knows. You may feel the imbalance before it even shows up in words or actions, and that's your superpower. The moment you start to trust that inner voice, your whole reality starts to shift. For many of you, the outcome here is emotional freedom. Freeing yourself from people who are trying to create attachment or some kind of codependency. Again, you don't need them. They feel like they need you, but they're trying to create codependency so that you stay in the same place. This person may have abandonment issues. They may think that you're some kind of avoidant attachment style, but that's not at all what's going on here. You can sense the games, you can sense the inconsistencies, and you're not about it, okay? You're staying in your power with the Emperor. You're staying in your masculine energy. You're protecting your boundaries around this person. Your next chapter brings peace, stability, and emotional clarity because you're grounded in your own energy. You're in your power. No one can take you off of the Emperor's position. Okay, this is why this person can't access your emotions. Knight of Cups, this is why they have to play games and project illusions because they know that they're not on that level. Okay, this person lies to themselves with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, some kind of imposter syndrome. Emperor energy is grounded, centered. He doesn't chase, he doesn't plead, he observes, he decides. You've learned how to master your emotions without letting them master you. You've been through the waves, the illusions, the love bombing, the guilt trips, and now you're standing firm in your truth. Nobody can gaslight you out of your intuition. You've turned your pain into power, is what I'm getting here. And with the Emperor energy, there's some kind of reminder here about your divine boundaries. You can still have a soft heart and a solid backbone. You can still be compassionate without being compliant. This is you taking back control over your emotions, your time, your peace, and the crown is back on your head. Whoever this person is, they're in some kind of distorted feminine energy, whereas you're sitting in divine masculine energy. For some of you, this also means stepping into a new phase of self-mastery, whether this is in business, in leadership, in independence, or simply emotional maturity that others can't shape. You've evolved. Okay, you've leveled up. The Emperor says, stand tall in your knowing. The world bends to your peace when you refuse to bend to its chaos. Okay, this person was trying to pull you into their chaos, into their games. Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords in the reverse. They were trying to pull you into their mind games. They were trying to entrap you and create some kind of codependency so that you needed them. Okay, because they envy your independence. They envy how self-sufficient you are and the fact that you don't need anybody. This is why they were trying to make you codependent on them. And they were trying to figure you out for all the wrong reasons. Not to understand you, not to genuinely connect with you, but to try to manipulate your emotions. Again, with the Two of Cups, it may seem surface level that this person has good intentions, but they really don't. The deeper I clarify, the more I dig, the more deceptive, the more illusions that come up when it comes to this person. Okay, so stay in your power and do not bend to their chaos. Do not let them bring you into their games. This is important, Pisces, because the world in the reverse represents unfinished business. It talks about healing or tying up loose ends, but Spirit is saying this is actually a doorway or an attempt back into your energy. So this is not them wanting closure, this is an excuse to reconnect. So if this is someone from your past, do not open up the door, is what I'm getting here. They might reach out saying that they just want to talk or they just need to clear the air, but what I'm feeling is that that's not the whole truth. This person isn't looking for closure, they're looking for access. They want another opening into your energy field. They can't stand that you've stepped into Emperor mode, strong, stable, detached, so they're coming back around under the disguise of resolution, okay? They want to test the boundaries. They don't like how empowered you are, and this is why they're trying to emotionally manipulate, but they don't have access to your emotions. Spirit is saying be mindful of what closure really means, because true closure doesn't require a conversation. It comes from within. If this person genuinely wanted peace, they'd respect your silence and your boundaries. Again, they don't respect the word no. The world reverse is that unfinished cycle, that karmic loop that tries to pull you back in just when you're about to complete it. But Pisces, you're wiser now. You've seen the pattern. You can feel when someone's intentions don't match their words. Your peace is your closure. Your silence is the ending. Hey, they need to respect that, is what I'm getting here. Again, for some of you, this may be someone from your past. For others of you, this is a new person. The Spirit is saying don't fall for that excuse of closure, because it's not really about closure, it's about access. Yeah, this energy is tricky because at first glance, the Two of Cups looks beautiful. It looks like partnership, connection, emotional union. This is someone who feels some kind of a bond or connection, but there's something about this person that's just not right, okay? With what we've seen so far, with all the clarifiers, this Nine of Cups with emotional manipulation in the world in the reverse, clarifying closure, or Spirit is saying yes, they want connection, but they want it on their terms. Okay, this feels like someone who misses the feeling of you, the comfort, the emotional availability, the healing energy you brought into their life, but their intention might not be full alignment. It might be reclaiming access to the energy they've lost. So yeah, they want some kind of connection, but ask yourself, do they want partnership or do they want comfort? Do they want to build with you or do they just feel better being near your energy again? Spirit says that the Two of Cups is a testament of discernment. It's not about rejecting love, it's about recognizing when love needs balance to be real. You've grown into the Emperor, you found peace within yourself, and now anyone who wants to sit at your table has to bring the same emotional maturity. Not nostalgia or charm. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about this person? What do you want Pisces to know about this person? Invested in you. Okay, this is more of like obsession. Again, even this person doesn't realize that they're playing games within themselves. Okay, Five of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse, very shady. They may think that they want you, but in reality, they're playing a game with themselves. Okay, this is imposter syndrome. This person is not being real within themselves. And the Two of Swords, they feel codependent on your energy. So they admire your self-sufficiency, but they're actually trying to make you codependent. It's almost like everything that they admire in you and then trying to change that so that they're more comfortable, so that they feel more safe, so that they don't feel insecure, but you're showing up in your power, the Emperor energy. Okay, a Knight of Cups is not a match to an Emperor. Okay, this person may think that they're invested in you. They may think that you are their life partner or that you're meant to be together with the Two of Cups, but their intentions are not pure. The way that they go about things is manipulative. Yeah, their words don't match their actions, and it doesn't match the real energy behind it. Yeah, the Judgment. You're being called to level up, to evolve. What does Pisces need to know about this person, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know about this person? Take control of the situation, okay? This person is not meant to lead because all they know how to do is play games. You are meant to lead yourself and you're meant to stay in control. Yeah, Pisces, do not open up your heart or offer up your emotions or your feelings because this person is very good at what they do, whether they're sweet talking, whether they know how to disarm people. Holy Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about this person? What does Pisces need to know about this person? Checkmate and backstabber. This is not someone that you can trust. This is someone, Pisces, who does whatever benefits them in the moment. and may even talk behind your back. And with checkmate, they feel like you bested them or that you beat them at something. Okay, as you can see here, the emperor is sitting on a checkered board and he's holding the king in hand. They feel like you have some kind of authority or power that they're attracted to, but they're trying to take that away. They're trying to disempower or they're trying to humble. Okay, backstabber. You can't trust this person. Pisces, I'm getting someone here that you wouldn't really respect them if you really knew what they were about. If you really understood their games and the way that they move in life, you wouldn't respect this person. You are standing strong in your power and you're already on top. So, whoever this person is, Spirit wants to make you aware because I'm getting this is someone who knows how to say all the right things. And again, they understand emotions, but they use emotions to manipulate. They're not spiritually advanced, they're not evolved. This person doesn't understand why they're doing what they're doing. Pisces, I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. In the extended, I'm going to go ahead and pull some messages from your spirit guides about this person. What do your spirit guides want you to know about this person and any messages from this person? We're also going to look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final advice and guidance. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.